So I'm gonna try and start vlogging, I guess. This is so weird to me. I just feel like people need to know people's lives better. This feels so, um, I've always felt like I should vlog or take video of my life because when you live life, you want to make sure that you have it in your memory or your heart or whatever you believe in. But I just feel like people need to know that life is something that you can't really make it what you want. So, this is just like a start for me to let people into normal world, other people's worlds that need to you get my point. It's just, but life is just something that you should share and let people know, hey, other people live this way. Other people are crazy. So, if you want to come and join my world and that if you want to see how I live, that's chill. You can come and do whatever you want. It's the weirdest thing. Because once you, and this is true, once you start videotaping yourself all alone, you're gonna think you're a crazy person. Like, truly. So, I already know I'm crazy. It's been established many times that I'm crazy. So, welcome. Like, my name's Mackenzie. I'm opening up my world so you can call me Kenzie. Because my close people call me Kenzie, and I'm starting to get into this the more I talk and the more I'm just freeballing it here, opening up my thoughts because it's my eye. It's it's tough talking to yourself and thinking, oh my god, I'm talking to myself. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? So, as I progress and actually do this, because I've always wanted to go into film or something like that, but I've always wanted to wait till I turn 16 because you just kind of feel more mature when you turn that age. You just do. So it's been almost a month. So I just feel like I'm getting ready and I'm getting ready to be an adult and I need to take the proper steps, I guess. So if like when you look at life, you see why do I keep talking about life? Life is hard. Life is complicated. You can't always detail it, I guess. But and I forgot my original point. But oh yeah, I'm opening up and I'm starting to just pre-ball it. You just never know. But you can come into my adventure and look into my life. I keep seeing life. I just feel weird for some reason, but and I also wanted to talk about the recent events with Christina in Orlando. And I just feel that if you feel like you want to just kill people just because you think it's okay, it's wrong. I mean, we always get to the point when angry, we're like, oh, I just want to kill that person, but you're never going to do it because you know that's wrong. But there's someone to go into a club, and especially a gay club, is just wrong. I mean, and on my Facebook, I'm on vacation now, and during this time last year, I had seen gay people make fun of my religion, Christianity. And I didn't really say anything because why is it my business to get in other people's businesses? My rule of thumb is don't do it unless it's either directly offending your friends or your family or yourself. And then you should talk to the person, but unless they're directly making that insult or comment to you, don't intervene. We all do. We all intervene. So I made this big long Facebook post about how why should Christians not be able to make fun of gays or criticize them or argue with them, but it's okay for them to make fun of us. So when you go into a club and just shoot people for the fun of it. Like, that doesn't even make sense why you would do that and why you would think that's okay, because it's not. And you're just making fun of people and saying, if you're gay, if you open up, I'm gonna shoot you, and it's wrong. But you can't change it. But about the shooting, I just don't see where this world is coming to, where you think that it's okay to just go up into a club. Like, it's our world, it's America, the country built on freedom. Like, our fathers built it on revolting against the wrongs. And if we're gonna sit there and allow people to fear us, and like the Eby family, the YouTube famous Eby family, they're not going to VidCon because they're feared. And if we're gonna live in a world of fear, and I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong, I think what they're doing for the kids is amazing, but if we're gonna scare people into fearing, into making sure that they stay in their houses and they don't go anywhere and they're gonna be feared the whole time, and I just think it's wrong. It's incredibly wrong, and I just can't believe somebody would be that way, And with Christina Grimmie, like, I watched her on The Voice, and I just can't believe that a person would just go there, just shoot her. And I just feel like, why are we living in a society today where we have to be in fear of even going to a local food market or a gas station and being feared of being mugged or shot, or like being robbed? Mugged and robbed is the same thing, but or being raped, or assaulted, or why do we live in a society where we have to fear that every single day, or to go on an airplane? Like, I'm on vacation and I was freaking out about me going on an airplane. I understand, like, it's America, they're not gonna come to America, but it's the fact that it happens. It can be something simple like the Egypt Air. They think it was a laptop bomb. Why are we going to a society where we always have to be in fear? And I understand, like, people might do it because of their religious views or how they feel about a person, but it doesn't justify why somebody would do that. It's exactly the point of, I'm trying to think. It's like me being angry at somebody and I just decide to do it. It's I lost my train of thought, but back to the original point. If you think it's okay to shoot somebody based on their beliefs or who they are, it's wrong. Because you're not going to live in a world where every single person agrees with you and you can do every single little thing and it'd be correct, because it's wrong. Your life is about challenges and just creating a social life. That's part of the reason. If we're gonna live in a world where you have to agree with me, and if you don't, then I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna make everybody's lives hard, then why interact with people? I'm not saying you should kill yourself, but I'm saying don't sit there and make fun of somebody just because of who they are. I mean, I'm a Christian, and yes, I'm against gay marriage, but I'm all for being together, and it's because it's what I believe. It's not what you have to believe. It's not what is the law, and I have to believe this, and you have to believe this. It's what I believe and my morals. I mean, I have a bunch of friends who have different morals, and they all understand why I believe in God and in marriage and waiting, but life isn't all that important. What's important is just understanding who people are. And if you're just gonna judge somebody for their basic right to love, then don't associate with them. Don't talk to them. It's plain and simple. You don't have to go and shoot somebody because you don't believe in it. And I'm not trying to get people angry. I'm not trying to sit there and just badger and just be rude to somebody, but it really upsets me, and it's given me like goosebumps all week, all weekend, because I just can't believe that a guy would shoot a young woman. And I'm all for music. Like, a lot of people think I'm kind of weird because they think music is art. And so when you shoot somebody who has the talent to make beautiful art, it's it's really pathetic, because why would you why would you pretend to be a fan and then just shoot her? I mean, I it's just wrong, and the morals against it are just wrong, and we may never know the exact reason why he did that. But the fact that you somebody would just kill a person who can create art is just fathoming and just breathtaking about how awful it is and horrific. But and then we have the shooting, and it's just wrong. I mean, yes, you may not believe in them, and yes, it might be wrong in your view or my view, but why should it matter? If you don't believe in it, don't associate with them. Don't talk to them. I mean, you can be friendly with them, and like at my church we always say hate the sin but love the sinner, because if you're just gonna be rude to somebody about what they believe in, like, you don't even have to mention who they are. Like, there are a lot of people out there who are friends with gay people, who know they're gay, but don't even talk about it, because it's just, why should it matter who they are? And I always care about their personality more than their political view, or their sex orientation, or if they're transgender. It doesn't even matter to me, because it matters about their heart and their soul. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk. But um, this is another reason why I wanted to start vlogging, is because I want to put my opinion out there, to understand, to tell people, you may believe what you want to believe, but you can't judge people for what they believe. And you can't sit there and just be rude to somebody because they might be gay, or transgender, or bisexual. I mean, and you know, bisexuals get this bad rap, and it's because they think that they want more attention. Well, some people live that way. Why should it matter? But I just wanted to introduce you into my life and who I am, and you'll get to know that more as I um, vlog and tell you more about what I believe. But sayonara.